In this video, I'll share with you a method that allows me to earn $500 a day. Let me say straight away, you might manage it too, but not in just one trade, not in two trades, not in a single day. You need to dedicate time to this, and then you'll be able to close deals like these as well. In other words, you can see my trading results on the screen right now. Out of about 10 trades, I usually have 2 losses and 8 wins. That's actually quite a decent result. So if you're interested, I'll show you all the settings and how to work with them, so watch closely. Let's get straight to the video. The very first mistake many people make is either adding too many indicators to the chart at once, or trading without any indicators at all. The more indicators you have, the harder it will be for you to make any decisions, including when to open a trade. On the other hand, if you trade without any indicators, it's also difficult to know what to do without experience. So the very first thing you need to do is use 2 to 3 indicators. If you work with this number, you'll manage, and as a result, you can trade profitably. If you use more or fewer, it won't give you any results. Let's add 2 indicators and look at an example trade. Look, for example, we've added 2 indicators to the chart, but you shouldn't rely on them completely or treat them like a magic solution. They're really just our assistants, which we can use to work relatively safely. And look, for example, we've got 2 indicators. One of them shows us a proper entry point crossover, the vortex indicator. The indicator above is the fractal, and accordingly it's mainly responsible for showing new highs or lows. And for example, I use these 2 indicators and I get completely different entry points, but at the same time I can see the whole picture on the currency pair. That's why I can work with confidence. Again, for a beginner, it's very important to find exactly the combination of indicators that they understand. It could be 2 indicators, for example, that complement each other. They could be 2 completely different indicators, just like now. But the most important thing is to find exactly what works for you. You'll find even more indicators on our Telegram channel, which I'll link in the description. Go there right now and accordingly grab even more indicators and strategies. You'll also find even more indicators on this YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe and accordingly get even more strategies. So, the very first and most important point is to understand that we need to consistently dedicate a minimum of about 2 hours a day to this. Furthermore, we should have 2 or 3 specific indicators that we regularly monitor and work with. And in order to reach that very $500 a day, you'll need a starting capital of at least $200. Otherwise, it will take you a very long time to get there, which will of course make your journey harder. So it's better to start with $200, or even better, $500, and then work specifically with those amounts. They will help you achieve success, but you need to remember the time and the indicators. These are the minimum requirements. After that, you just sit down and test all these strategies, gradually increasing your balance. There's no need to take big risks at first. To begin with, 5 to 15% per trade is your maximum. If you have no experience at all, then choose 5% and everything will work out fine for you. Let's look at another example. I'll open a trade with 20% of my deposit. Look, here for example, yes, we've got a very small payout on this currency pair, but I'm looking at the vortex. That is, only 3 candles have passed, so we can still open a trade. And as for the vortex, since it's a stronger indicator, all these updates to the lows don't concern us. So we're focusing on the vortex. If there hadn't been a crossover, then from here we would have opened a buy trade when the price reached this point, because the vortex would have shown us that there are no entry points. So again, you can use a combination of 2 completely different indicators and trade according to different situations. You can use indicators that complement each other. In my case, these are different indicators. The vortex is responsible for the crossover and gives us entry points. And the fractal shows us when there will be a new high or low. And these are also good entry points for us. So the most important thing is to choose the right strategy and the right tools for yourself. But that comes with practice. As you practice, you'll be able to grow your balance, and naturally, it will keep increasing. You can always reach out and message us privately at any time with any questions you have. We can provide you with expert advice on which platform is most suitable for your specific needs and which tools you should work with. It's all individual. We can give you tailored advice. We have 90 managers who really know trading and trade themselves. We also have the option to copy trades, and accordingly, we help people learn trading. So join us, again, we'll help you, guide you every step of the way. There's really nothing that difficult about it. You can write to us about absolutely any question, silly or smart, it doesn't matter. We'll do our best to give you the most comprehensive answer. We also have free tools that will help you. There are also paid tools for a more dedicated audience. So make sure to check out the description of this video as well as the pinned comment. There will be loads of useful information there. Alright, let's move on to our $500 a day. By the way, another very important point. If you want to reach that kind of amount, you need a stable strategy that gives you at least 60 to 70% winning trades. If it's less than that, it'll be hard to make $500 a day. You'd either need a very large sum to start with, or basically just a stroke of luck. It's also really important to fully customize the chart for yourself, so that it's clear and understandable to you. For example, I like to work with standard Japanese candlesticks on 30-second intervals, and I set each trade for 1 minute. Most of my strategies are set up this way, so if you want to earn these kinds of amounts, make sure you tailor everything as much as possible to suit yourself. The chart, really, everything should be convenient for you. You should have all the currency pairs added, so you go to these currency pairs, add them here with a little star, and then accordingly they appear here on the left, see? I've added one and you can see it appears on the left. So customize everything as much as possible for yourself. The chart will be much more convenient for you. You'll understand what's going on here, how everything works, and it'll be tailored to you as much as possible. So you log in, spend a couple of hours, and everything is set up for you. You have a ready-made strategy, and accordingly, that's it. You sit, earn money, and grow your deposit. If you don't have a strategy set up, if your chart isn't configured, you don't know which indicators to use, first you need to focus on this. Then you'll start working with trades and just look at the results. So I sat down, opened 3 trades according to the strategy, got 3 wins, and even made some money during this video. So remember to set everything up first. Literally all the indicators, all the currency pairs, the candle time, set it all up and then just sit and work. You'll find even more useful information in our Telegram channel. By the way, you can activate our bot there and work with it. It's available on the UTS market and there'll be a link to it in the description as well. This bot basically allows you to do a full analysis. It's really convenient for beginners. You just pick any currency pair and it does the entire analysis for you on that pair. So you pick a currency pair, choose the time frame, say 1 minute, and that's it. The bot starts analyzing for you. That's why I'll leave a link to the bot as well. Be sure to check out our tools in the description. If you really want to get to grips with trading, you'll find a tool that suits you. We have loads of tools. We've been in trading for over 10 years. We've got a wealth of experience and a huge knowledge base. Really a lot. We've already had students graduate and trade independently. So here's what I'll do. I'll leave all the links in the description. Join us, and if you have any questions, just send us a direct message. I hope this video was useful for you, and that you'll be able to make $500 a day after watching it, in a month or 2. That's a realistic time frame, so take action and you'll succeed. See you soon!